Pacis Modern Secondary School, online teaching with Emmanuel Alfred. Today in biology, we are going to be looking at a very crucial topic known as basis of growth. All living things grow. Growth is one of the characteristics of living things. We all know that living things are different from non-living things because of the unique features they share apart from non-living things. Growth is one of the important features or traits or characteristics of living things. We have basis of growth. Growth has three bases. We have mitosis or cell division. We have cell enlargement. We have cell differentiation or cell specialization. Then today we are going to be considering the first basis of growth, also known as mitosis or mitotic cell division. Today's class, the objectives of the class, we are meant to understand the meaning of cell division or mitosis. We're also going to understand the importance or the significance of mitosis to all living organisms. And we're also going to understand the detailed stages or the various stages of what mitosis as they occur in both plants and animals. What is now mitosis? Mitosis is a type of cell division in which one of the cells, also known as the mother cell, divide or split to produce two new cells, also known as daughter cells that are genetically identical. These cells are genetically identical. It simply means the cells are the same because they arise from a single source. What we are trying to understand here is that when living organisms develop or when living organisms form, they tend to grow, and this growth happens as a result of multiplication of these cells. One cell will reproduce or divide into two cells, and so on and so forth. In plants, mitosis occurs in meristemic cells, mainly at the meristem or the apical wall shoots of developing plants. And then in animals, it occurs in somatic cells. These somatic cells are known as cells that are mainly involved in growth. They are not reproductive cells. Somatic cells are not reproductive cells. So these are the cells that routinely carry out growth of living organisms. So mitosis occurs during development and growth of living organisms. When organisms are developing and they are growing, the first stage of that growth is mitosis, because these cells must divide to produce new cells so that the cells will accumulate and then take up this process of development and growth. Also, during mitosis, DNA of the cells split into two equal sets of chromosomes. The DNA must split into two sets of chromosomes to produce new cells. What are now the importance of mitosis? We're talking about division of cells, division of somatic cells, these cells that are responsible for development and growth of organisms. So, what are the importance? What are the significance of this mitosis, this cell division or this mitotic cell division? Number one, we have growth. We all know that growth is simply the increase in the number of cells of an organism. And this increase in number of cells is irreversible. Growth in living things is irreversible. In multicellular organisms, growth occurs as a result of division of cells. These cells divide, and the process of these cells dividing is simply known as mitosis. So we also have the second importance of mitosis, known as genetic stability. Genetic stability simply means the maintenance of the genetic component of this organism. Because these cells divide and they arise from a single source, mitosis produces the same identical copy, just a photocopier of what was in the former cells. So as a result of that, in as much as these cells increase, they are still identical, they are still the same. Their genetic makeup is still the same. So it produces two identical cells with the same number of chromosomes as the previous cells were. We also have cell replacement. When some cells are worn out or they are damaged, example, the cells of the skin, when they are exposed to harsh environmental conditions like sunlight, some of them tend to die, some of them tend to worn out. So as a result of that, it is the duty of mitotic cell division to to replace the old ones by cell division. We also have regeneration of whole body parts. Example in starfish and crustaceans. Some of these organisms, they are sea organisms, and some other organisms, once part of their body is cut off, some part of their body is cut off, they can still regenerate. And how? It's not magical. They don't reproduce magically. It's by simply what? Division of the cells. The new cells divide and then they replace the detached cells. They also have asexual reproduction. In asexual reproduction, we all know that it's a type of reproduction in which an organism is produced without fusion of gametes. Gametes are simply known as reproductive cells. In animals, we have the sperm and the egg, and in plants, we have the ovule and we have the pollen grains, which are involved in what sexual reproduction. So, asexual reproduction involves only one parent. There's no fusion of gametes. So, the division of these cells to produce new ones, or the division of this organism to produce new ones, is as a result of mitosis.